Pure instant traction and acceleration.
Big lose for Gavin Kershaw. Has he hung on to it? He has. That is the save of the day.
Wow, full points, 10 out of 10 for style and recovery. That was very well held.
It was in the 29s yesterday. And after that big moment, Gavin Kershaw then in the Lotus heads up towards the line. He did a 28.451 yesterday, and today Gavin Kershaw does a 131.627.
Definitely lost a second or three, didn't he, to that moment?
Right, Sam, talk us through this, please.
Big commitment on the way in, huge entry speed, just loses the rear as the corner tightens. He needed to add a little touch of steering input, but the rear was saying, nope, thanks very much, I've done my work, I'm not having any more of this. Gives up, and he got out of the throttle, let the steering go into full opposite lock, and then managed to gather it up. Astonishingly so on the grass.
Greg Thornton, by the way, has been really good in the first sector. There he is. Look, a purple in sector 1. A short run down towards Madgwick. Bit of a twitch as he comes through St Mary's. Greg Thornton, very experienced, historic racer. Great collection of cars. Quite an old and quirky cars Greg Thornton has, but another Lotus fan. And here he comes then up towards the end of sector 3.
Fastest overall. Cracking effort from Lucas Alusa in the McLaren. What can Greg Thornton do?
He's a bit deep into the chicane, but he got away with that, but he doesn't get the power down quite as good. A 117.9 puts him third fastest.
I think that was a slightly bigger snap of oversteer than he expected as he tried to warm the rear tyres. Off he goes, slip of the clutch, looking for maximum traction, gets the power down cleanly. It's not a bad getaway from Werner. Now the run up to Madgwick.
Purple sector, quicker than anybody to that point. Remember, you're aiming really around here now for a 1 minute 9.8 to be better than what Nick Padmore did yesterday.
The car getting really loose as it goes light over the little rise in the middle of Madgwick. Corrected it quickly, recomposed, now flat out through Ford water, flat out up toward the right-hander at St Mary's.
You're looking for purples, not greens. Marco Werner drops a little bit of time in the second sector, so there's going to have to be a huge amount of bravery in sectors 3 and 4 to claw back that ground. This is Lavin corner.
Yeah, and he's really hustling the car. Look at the work rate at the steering wheel, bullying the front end, catching the rear end, which in turn is bullying him. Fantastic job from Marco Werner, not leaving anything on the table, is he?
Indeed not. 111.5 to beat. How will he do? Drops a little bit of time in sector 3, so the clock ticks down. A 111.5 for James Cottingham. 6, 7 into the chicane. I don't think Marco Werner will go quicker. He will not, because as he comes up to the line, it's a 14, is it? Yes, 14.324. Marco Werner will be...
Emerson carving up through the field here.
Getting to enjoy himself even more, isn't he now? Yeah. Indy 500 winner as well, of course, as Formula 1 world champion, so able to, like Mario Andretti, convert skills on into, in a sense, different disciplines, oval as well as Grand Prix. Big thumbs up. Fantastic. And is this going to be for the cameras, where you get Jackie Stewart and Emerson Fittipaldi together for almost like a rolling start to come up to end our Formula 1 demonstration?
Yeah, and Damon Hill just behind there. Look at that trio there. Jackie on the right, Damon in the middle, EMMO on the left.
So where does he make that move? You've also just seen Michael O'Brien having to cope with the traffic as Malcolm Cook's grabbing to negotiate, as now down through the approach to Woodcote comes the smoky Lotus. Andy Middlehurst comes into the braking zone now, and then you've got right up behind Sam Wilson. Now this is it, isn't it? This is the start of the move, because Sam Wilson is closer than ever before. Andy Middlehurst has to go defensive to sit in the middle of the road to cover off the line on the way into the chicane. Flick out of the left-handed element up towards the line, and so now Sam Wilson there in third place tries to line up to make this move going down towards the right-hander of Madgwick. Is this going to be the opportunity for him? No, Andy Middlehurst knows exactly how to defend, and as long as that car has got pace, he's going to use every trick he can to hang on to position.
Yeah, he's making that car as wide as possible, isn't he? Sam Wilson looking left and right, but he doesn't seem to quite have the power he needs. And particularly here, we're seeing it visibly, the gap widening through the long, flat-out section from Madgwick through Ford Water.
Chases after him, and he does have a go on the inside at Madgwick. That could be his last hurrah, couldn't it?
Yeah, that could be his last opportunity. Unless Will Knuckle makes a mistake, but very unlikely.
Lotus, the driver with the blue and yellow helmet, Andrew Beaumont. He's got himself up past John Chisholm with the open face helmet. They work their way through the traffic as well. Passing Stefan Young still there, down towards Woodcourt, weaving in and out of the back markers, Andrew Beaumont, but he's actually gapped John Chisholm here. There are 10 seconds to go. Where are the race leaders in relation to the line? Let's see. There they are, 3 seconds, 2. Do we get a checkered flag? No, they get one more lap. Excellent. So,
by another car spinning through the grass, so yellow flags will remain in place for now.
Now, John Spears did lead, remember, until here on the opening lap, 11th corner. He is down in 17th place, trying to recover as Ed Thurston fends off Sean Lynn. This is for 6th place. Ed Thurston goes ahead, but then loses out to pure horsepower in a straight line, so the GT40 canters back ahead.
Well, very different ways to achieve a lap time around Goodwood, either with horsepower or with handling. Thurston very much with the latter in his favour. Sean Lynn with horsepower in his as they just navigate their way by Rainer Becker in the Porsche, who is going slowly through Woodcourt. We need to keep an eye on him, see if he's nursing a problem.